Hi, I'm Wayne Rada. I am the founder and executive director of the L.I.S.A Project NYC, which is a public art charity. I would imagine as this is being filmed, you're going to see a number of beautiful pieces of art, some prints, and what makes 567 framing so very, very special is that some of these pieces of art have different types of finishes, different sizes, different shapes. We work with street artists, graffiti artists, in addition to working with contemporary artists, and sometimes those pieces can be very unique, and you really want framing that kind of matches up with that uniqueness of the piece. It's almost like Jack's work that he does for my artwork enhances the artwork. It makes it even more beautiful. Experience with 567 framing goes back a few years now. I first was a customer of Jack's going back, wow, about 10 years. You know, like anybody else, you get a cool piece of art or a beautiful photograph and you want to have it framed. And the problem with New York City isn't so much that there are many outlets available, but what's really important is great customer service and having a staff that understands how you want your piece of art or your photograph to look when it's done. When I started the charity, we started receiving a number of donations and pieces of art which we would utilize to sell to fund the charity, or we would use pieces of art to reward our donors for being so generous with us. So it was essential that we had proper framing, quality work being done that matched up with the quality of art that we have. This here is it is a piece of granite that is laser cut. And it is laser cut from an old punk rock magazine called Punk. This is an East Village iconic magazine that has Joey Ramone on it, which is an iconic musician for the East Village. And as I mentioned, it's granite, so it is incredibly heavy. I brought it to Jack. I didn't know what to do. I knew I wanted it to go up on the wall. We had it we had it on the floor leaning against the wall for a long time, not doing it any justice. This way we went with a classic black frame just to enhance the gray tones. And what you can't see behind it, and unfortunately I'm not going to take it down because it's too heavy, but what you would see behind it is you would see brackets holding the frame together, holding the piece in, and then a very, very special wall mount where I didn't even have to go buy it. When I came to pick up the piece, all the hardware was there. All I had to do was literally put 5 screws in the wall and hang it up, and here we are. There are pieces like the Riot, which is pink against a black finish with a lacquer finish, done by a street artist out of the UK by the name of Ben Ein. Ben is a perfectionist when he does his prints. That one is 1 of 15. And the uniqueness of that print, the lacquer finish, required something special. If you were to ask me, I would just have them put a black frame around it and that would be it. But Jack's staff says, hey, why don't you take a look at this? And they presented to me a beautiful lacquer finish frame, which, as I mentioned, just enhances the piece further. Understand, like if you have a piece that's challenging or maybe something that's an awkward shape where you need a shadow box or you need some type of custom matte finishing to bring out certain colors in a piece of art or a photograph, you know, he's your guy. I mean, I have to be honest with you, the quantity of pieces I have with 567, I can't give you an exact number, but I can tell you that it numbers into the thousands at this point. I have been a customer for a long time, and I will continue to be a customer for a long time.